Hello everyone, it's MeShell, and on this ARK Genesis 2 video, I'm going to be talking to you about the space rotation's resources and how you know what resources are there without ever having stepping foot in the space biome. So let's go ahead and get started. In ARK Genesis 2, when the time reaches 000 in-game, the space is going to start spinning, and all of the resources that are currently in the space biome part are going to disappear, and when it reaches 1:30 in-game, new resources will generate. So you need to make sure that you're not in the space biome during this time. Just wait until 1:30 until you can check what resources are there. Now, I did mention that you can actually check what resources are in the space biome without ever having to step foot in there, and that is by using the supply drops that are in ARK Genesis 2. So let me explain this real quick. The supply drops are all different colors. You can have cyan, purple, green, yellow, red, white, orange, and blue. Those 8 colors will actually tell you what resources are currently in the space biome. The other way that you can tell is by looking up at the sky and seeing what planet is in the sky. However, it is a little bit difficult to see what planet is there during the day, but the supply drops will indicate what resources are currently in your space biome. And for those of you who haven't noticed this yet already, if you look at a supply drop when the time reaches 0000 in game, you'll notice that it will disappear. It'll vanish. All the supply drops will vanish during this time because new resources are going to be generated. Therefore, new supply drops with the correct colors need to be generated across the map as well too. What you guys are looking at here is a list of all the supply drop colors and what resources that means are going to be located in the space biome at a specific time. Blue is sulfur and obsidian, orange is black pearl and mutagel, white supply drops mean you'll have ambergris and mutagel, red supply drops mean you'll get oil, yellow is the aberrant gems and obsidian, green means you'll get crystal, purple drops means you're going to get element shards and element, and cyan drops means that you're going to get element dust and element. Now, on the ARK wiki page, it does actually list all of the drops and all the colors, but some of them we noticed are not completely accurate, which is why I went through all of the tests with the different drops and tested them myself to see what resources actually spawn. By the way, I'm putting this up here first too, so that way you don't have to watch the entire video if you don't want to. You have a list of all of your supply drops here, and that means you'll know what resources are there. But I'm going to go ahead and show you my supply drop scavenger hunt and basically just show you, hey, this is true, you do get this resource with this particular supply drop. Alright, so first off, I'm going to go ahead and look up at the planet to show you that the planets do also correspond to the resources. This particular planet right here has a yellow dot in the dead center, and if we go over to the supply drops, we should notice, hey, they're blue. So remember, the blue supply drops are going to indicate that there is sulfur and obsidian in the space biome. And here you can see that I am picking up both sulfur, and there is some obsidian here. It's just a little bit harder to see, but there's going to be obviously more sulfur here in this particular biome for the blue drop. On to the next supply drop. There is the planet up in the sky. This one's a little bit harder to see because it is blocked by some of the structure above, but this supply drop is going to be orange. So again, if you look back at the list, that means that the orange supply drops that drop from the sky are going to mean that you will pick up black pearls and mutagel from the space biome. So again, the supply drop orange is your black pearl and mutagel. You're going to pick up more black pearl than you will pick up mutagel, but you'll still pick up both of those resources respectively, and they look like these tiny little pearls that are located all over the space biome floor. The next supply drop color is going to be white, but this is the planet. This is what it looks like. I actually had to go to the space biome to see it because you're not always going to see the planets in the sky. Sometimes you'll have to go to the actual space biome to see what the planet is, but I just wanted to show you what the planet looks like for the white drop itself. So again, this is going to be the white drop, and the white drop is going to give us the resources ambergris and mutagel. And unlike the orange drop, this will actually give you a little bit more mutagel than the previous one. So again, the white drop will yield you both ambergris and your mutagel. This next planet up in the sky looks like it's red and black and all crackly looking. It actually looks pretty cool. But this planet is directly related to the red drop. So here is our red drop. So that means that if we go to the space biome, I know for a fact that I will get my oil resource. And yes, I do. I get my oil resource here, and I'm just harvesting it up with a mining drill. Guys, keep in mind as well, too, that I'm not necessarily talking about what is the best way to farm this material. I'm just showing you what resources are located in the space biome with the particular color drops. But red gives you oil. Next planet looks kind of all white with blue and purple all over it. It looks pretty cool, but that particular planet is going to relate to our yellow drop. And the yellow drop is going to indicate that we should harvest our aberrant gems. And what I mean by aberrant gems are your green gems, your blue gems, and your red gems. But not only do you get those, you also get some obsidian as well too. So again, the yellow drop is going to yield the aberrant gems as well as some obsidian. For this next one, we noticed that we couldn't find a planet in the sky that related to the actual supply drop, but this particular one is going to give us our green supply drop, and if we go to our space biome, that means that we should pick up some crystal, and yes, you can see that there is some crystal here, and you get quite a bit of it. Crystal seems to be the main supply in this particular rotation. Alright, time for the last two. These ones are probably the most popular and sought after ones, but the moon up in the sky looks kind of small, and the color of this drop happens to be purple. And this is the one that most people are probably going to be going after. The purple supply drop is going to mean that you are going to get your element. Not just your element, but particularly your element shards. And when you go to the biome, you're going to see these blue-green crystals all over the floor, and you want to go ahead and get that harvested. When you have this rotation, you probably want to spend a lot of time in here and just harvest as much as possible. Since a couple of days ago, after I uploaded my how to get the element video, they have nerfed the whole punching of the rocks, so you can no longer punch the rocks with your tech suit to give elements. So you're going to have to farm it other ways. Again, the purple rotation, the purple supply drop is going to give you your element shards and your element. The last and final one kind of looks like a large asteroid, the planet does, or the moon does, whatever that thing is up in the sky. But anyway, that is going to relate to our cyan supply drop. Cyan is our last color, and this particular colored drop is going to be another one that should be sought after, and that is going to mean you're gonna get your element dust. So it's gonna drop you some element dust. There are gonna be these little piles all over the floor, and you want to go up to them and start collecting them. It's going to give you mostly element dust. You will actually get small amounts of element, but like I said, this particular drop, cyan, is gonna be your element dust. Alright guys, and that is pretty much all the supply drops and what it means to get the resource rotations, what resources are going to be in the space biome based off of your supply drops. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you have, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more notifications of when I upload next. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.